Authorities in Gaza say dozens of people were killed in Israeli strikes on Monday, a day after the Israeli military issued widespread evacuation orders, warning it would intensify its campaign to root out Hamas militants. Well, that was the moment a popular beachside cafe was struck in Gaza City, leaving 30 people dead, according to witnesses and medics. It was one of the few businesses to continue to trade during the 20-month-old war and had been used by residents, journalists and activists seeking internet access. Locals say the cafe was full of people at the time of the strike.
A place crowded with children, women and families. Suddenly, while they were sitting there, an F-16 warplane, not a drone or a boat missile, an F-16 struck the place. The place shook and dozens of martyrs fell. It was a massacre.
Gaza's health ministry says more than 500 Palestinians have died while trying to get aid from new Israeli distribution sites in the territory, including 22 people in the past day. Israel's military has admitted its soldiers have killed civilians as a result of inaccurate and uncalculated fire, but it insists improvements have been made to prevent future incidents. The United Nations has warned the attacks on civilians and the ongoing military offensive is deepening the humanitarian crisis in Gaza.
The level of suffering and brutality in Gaza is unbearable. The continued collective punishment of the Palestinian people is unjustifiable. We remain deeply concerned by Israeli military operations in Gaza that render large areas of Gaza uninhabitable. We reject the forced displacement of the Palestinian population from any part of the occupied Palestinian territory, which would constitute a breach of international law obligations.
Well, as Israel steps up its attacks in Gaza, it maintains the war is against Hamas and not the Palestinian people. The Israeli ambassador to the United Nations has criticised the body, accusing it of trying to sabotage the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation and obstructing its efforts to distribute meals to Palestinians.
The UN is putting politics over humanitarian work. Many in the UN are actively spreading disinformation promoted by Hamas-controlled sources, defaming the GHF's work and providing cover for further attacks. This is our campaign, an organized, orchestrated campaign.
Israel has stated the war will not end until it secures the release of the remaining 50 hostages from Gaza. There's fresh hope of a breakthrough in ceasefire talks after the US President Donald Trump brokered a truce between Israel and Iran to end the 12-day conflict. The White House says senior Israeli officials will hold meetings in Washington this week before Benjamin Netanyahu visits reportedly sometime next week.
It's heartbreaking to see the images that have come out from both Israel and Gaza throughout this war, and the president wants to see it end. He wants to save lives. And however, the main priority for the president also remains to bring all of the hostages home. He wants to see both things happen, and we're continuing to work very hard to do those things.